It's time for Mule Sports on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Be All Technology Solutions, Blacks, Flowers, and Gifts, Carnaby Square, Carter Trucking, Carter Turf and Tractor, Christina Copeland Country Financial, Connard Financial Group, CSI Insurance Brokers, DiMaggio's Pizza, Eagle Supply, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Andrew Diesel, Fairfield Banking Company, FNB, Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler, Le Mans Motorsports, People's National Bank, Raymond James Marketing, Rush Appliance and Furniture, Sork Farms, Vaughn's Tire, Wabash General Hospital, Walters Buildings, the Wayne County Health Department, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative. Now let's head out to the field for pregame information.
Good afternoon. We're at Veterans Field for Mules baseball this afternoon. The Mules coming off that exciting 5-4 win over Edwards County in a continued game last night. We'll take on the NCOE Cardinals this afternoon. I'm Mark Turner. Peyton Allen alongside for Mules baseball on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
If it's in style, it's at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield. Christy and the girls at Carnaby Square are proud to have served Fairfield and Southern Illinois for over 40 years. With premium women's apparel, jewelry, accessories, and shoes from brands like Multiples, Charlie B, and Brighton, just to name a few. Whatever your style, the team at Carnaby can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, with extended hours till 7 on Thursday. Come experience Carnaby Square, the fashion leader, at 115 East Main in Fairfield.
Building relationships, supporting the community, and service. These are the things Country Financial stands for. We're more than just an office you may pass as you drive through town. We're neighbors who lend a helping hand and support the fabric of our community, including charitable organizations, sports, financial education, and civic organizations. Since we're already neighbors, let's get together and chat. Call me, Christina Copeland, your Country Financial representative, today at 618-842-2185 to talk about the things that are important to you and how we can help you protect them.
Carter Trucking in Fairfield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes and wishes each and every one of them a great season, both on and off the field. From rock, sand, dirt, and gravel to riprap, topsoil, fertilizer, cold patch, and more, Carter Trucking in Fairfield has everything you need to get your excavation and dirt work done right. They'll even haul the material and equipment to the job site for you. Located at 7 Williamson Drive in Fairfield, that's Carter Trucking. Call 618-842-2022.
Getting set for the national anthem here at Veterans Field as the Mules, 12-8 on the year, take on the 2-11 NCOE Cardinals. Well, Peyton, NCOE is a lot like El Dorado. Hitting doesn't seem to be an issue with them. Pitching, however, does.
Yeah, I mean, we got some ERAs here with 13, a 10, a 15, a 4, a 7, and the lowest ERA with a 4.64. So let's go ahead and get the starting lineups for both teams. Starting off with the North City Omaha infield fighting Cardinals. We'll go start leading off for the Cardinals will be Javon Garrett playing shortstop. Batting second, playing first base, will be Connor Graves. Leon Drone will be on the mound for the Cardinals, batting third. Caden Sexton, batting third. Caden Sexton will be playing third base, batting fourth. Reese Willis will be behind the plate, batting fifth. Cole Kingston will be batting sixth, playing second base. Rhett Wellerman will be in right field, batting seventh. Cooper Fuka will be batting eighth, playing left field. And then the designated hitter, Zane Ayala, will be batting ninth. And then playing center field will be Landon Garrison.
For the Mules, a lot of the regulars getting the day off today.
Yes, they are. And leading off will be shortstop Logan Tullis. Batting second will be Austin Grieve. He will be playing center field. Batting third would be Avery Gardner, playing third. Logan Hodges will be playing left field, batting fourth. Braxton Marshall will be behind the plate for the Mules, batting fifth. Hayden Fellowitz playing second, batting sixth. Grady Rush batting seventh at first base. Aiden Martin will be on the mound again for the Mules, batting eighth. And Landon Smith will be in right field, batting ninth.
Martin, the big lefty, the big senior lefty, a 2.62 ERA. He pitched really well against El Dorado last week on Senior Day.
Yes, he did. He had recorded about 4 strikeouts, didn't allow any runs, only allowed a couple runners, couple walks, and was able to seal the deal against El Dorado in 6 innings.
Set for action. Just an absolutely gorgeous afternoon for baseball. Temperature in the upper 70s, low 80s this afternoon. Very little breeze and just a beautiful cloud-filled sky.
All right.
Not rain clouds, though.
Nope.
Live chat is open. Tell us where you're watching some. Rachel Reed and Rick White checking in.
And the first pitch from Martin is outside for a ball to Javon Garrett.
Rick White listening in while he's driving to Collinsville this afternoon. Appreciate the compliment, Rick.
That ball outside, 2-0 on Javon Garrett. Garrett with a 3.33 ERA with 4 RBIs this year. Trying to get the Cardinals on base to start out this ball game, and here is the windup. And the pitch from Aiden Martin, and that's outside again, 3-0 the count on Garrett.
Very, very tight strike zone by the home plate umpire here.
And here's the 3-0 pitch. And that one gets it in there for a strike. 3-1 count now on Garrett.
Bit of an off-speed pitch from Martin. Looked to be a little bit of a curveball. Broke in just over the plate.
The high outside corner of the plate. Here's the pitch. That ball's fouled off. And now we got full count.
Centralia comes to town tomorrow afternoon. We'll be on the air about 4:20 with the Mules pregame show. And then Thursday, we're at El Dorado. Mules will be at Carmi to wrap up their regular season over the weekend. They start regional play on Monday the 19th at Mount Carmel.
And Garrett gets walked after the full count pitch from Martin is outside and high, and that will bring up Connor Graves. Graves with a .259 batting average with 2 RBIs, and here is the pitch. That's right in there for a strike. 0-1 the count now.
I thought Garrett over there at first was taken off for second. Man, he faked the move and then retreated back.
Martin looks over at first. And here's the pitch, and he's going. The swing and a miss strike, and the throw from Marshall is off. And Garrett's over at second.
So a running in scoring position for the Cardinals.
0-2 the count now on Graves. Here's the pitch. Just missed low with the ball, 1-2 to count.
Not sure on 0-2 if I could have hung up for that one. Man, that was close.
That was good plate discipline by Connor Graves. Martin looks over at second. Here's the pitch from the lefty. That's high, and the breaking ball did not break, and the count evens up at 2. Runner takes a short lead off the second. Now it expands out larger. Here's the pitch from Martin. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
One out, top of the first inning. Runner on second is Garrett, the leadoff man for NCOE. Reached on a walk and then stole second.
And that brings up Liam Drone, the pitcher for the Cardinals today. And here's the pitch. That's right in there for a strike.
Thus far.
Yep, 14 pitches, 3.
Thus far.
Yep, 14 pitches, 3 batters. Here's the pitch. That's low again. Hitters count now for Liam Drone.
Well, we mentioned it just a bit earlier, but man, this is a tight strike zone this afternoon.
Here's the pitch. That's outside, ball 4. Runners at first and second with 1 out for Caden Sexton. Sexton, the third baseman for the Cardinals, with a batting average of .389 with a 1 home run and 12 RBIs for the Cardinals. Here's Martin in the stretch. Runners taking their leads off of first and second. Here's the pitch. And here's the throw first. And
NCOE trying the double steal.
And it worked.
Second and third now, 1 out for the Cardinals. We're at the top of the first inning here at Veterans Field.
Here's Martin with the pitch. That just misses the corner for a ball. 1-0 to count on Caden Sexton. Runners in scoring position for the Cardinals.
Base hit may score 2.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Counts at 1, even at 1 with 1 out. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. One and 2 now, the count on Sexton. Here's the pitch. That ball hit down the foul line and out of play. One and 2 to count now on Caden Sexton, the third baseman. Here's the pitch. Oh, that breaking ball slipped out of his hands. Now the count evens up at 2. Martin really needs to get this batter out here. And here's the pitch. That ball fouled up and out of play.
Sexton doing a great job of fighting off some really good pitches from Martin.
Martin gets the pitch he wants. Here's pitch. That ball line, and that's a base hit. Now be 1 run scored for the Cardinals. They're sending the second runner on. Here's the throw. Not in time. And that will be a 2-run single for the North City Omaha infield Cardinals.
The runner coming from third, the second run to score, just barely beat the throw. Got his foot to the plate just ahead of the tag from Marshall.
Hayden Felowitz just barely could not get that throw in time.
2-0 NCOE.
And here's the throw over the first, not in time.
Still just 1 out in the top of the first.
Reese Willis up, the catcher for the Cardinals. He has a 194 batting average with 9 RBIs as well. That first pitch in there was a strike. 0-1 the count on Willis. Here's the pitch. Swing to miss, strike 2.
Strikeout would be nice. Double play ball, nicer. Let's get out of this inning with some minimal damage.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Willis kind of reached for that one.
Reached out for that one. Had the 2-strike approach of keeping it alive and just could not get a hold of it. And now 2 outs for Cole Kingston. And Kingston, the second baseman for the Cardinals. And that pitch is in there for a strike. Kingston with a 200 batting average. Martin looks over at first. Here's the pitch. That ball hit up to the right field. Smith camps under it and makes the catch for out number 3. 2 runs across for the Cardinals as they lead here after the first half of the first inning. You are watching Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Attention Fairfield business owners. Struggling with your IT needs? Chad Barbary at BL Technology Solutions is here to help. With over 15 years of IT expertise, Chad understands that your business deserves the best. At BL Technology Solutions, they focus on you, providing customized, easy-to-access IT solutions that keep your business running smoothly. From network security to data management, equipment sales to monthly managed services, if you're ready to take your business to the next level, visit b-alltech.com today. BL Technologies, your partner in progress.
As a family-owned business, you can trust Rush Appliance and Furniture in Fairfield and Carmi to give your family the same attention they give theirs. If you need a refrigerator, range, laundry repair, dishwasher, or furniture, they have the brands you know and trust like Speed Queen, Abana, Maytag, KitchenAid, Lazy Boy, Sealy, and more. And with service after the sale second to none, Rush Appliance and Furniture is your one-stop shop for all your furniture and appliance needs. Rush Appliance and Furniture, 118 West Main in Fairfield and 206 East Main in Carmine.
Well, welcome back to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. 2-0 your score here as we get ready to start the bottom of the first inning. The NCOE Cardinals lead the Fairfield Mules. And the first 3 up for the Mules, Logan Tullis, Austin Grieve, and Avery Gardner. And if one of them gets on base, Logan Hodges will come up. Liam Drone on the mound for the North City Omaha Infield Cardinals. Drone with a 4.64 ERA coming into this game.
Tullis steps in, a 1,000 batting average for Tullis. He was cleared to play yesterday, got an at-bat and a base hit to get things going for the Mules.
Let's see if he can get things going right now for the Mules as they trail 2-0 early. And now here's the windup and the pitch. That ball lined out to center field, and that will be a first pitch base hit for Logan Tullis.
Tullis, 2 for 2 on the season, still batting 1,000. Nice to see him back on the field.
Yes,
he tore his ACL back in football season. And Austin Grieve will step to the plate. Nice to see him back as well.
It's good to see these guys come back in the lineup and be able to play in games like these to get ready for regionals. Here's the pitch. That ball is low, 1-0. The count on Austin Grieve.
Mules are going to host a regional. They'll start postseason play on the road, though, at Mount Carmel, the number 6 seed in the regional sectional complex. The Mules, number 7. Monday afternoon, 4:30.
That ball is low again. 2-0 the count.
And we'll have it for you on Mule Nation.
Tullis takes his lead off of first. Here's Drone in the stretch. Here's the pitch. That ball line, down the line and fair. That's down the left field line. Here comes Tullis coming down the third. And they hold him up at third for a double.
Great pitch of hitting for Austin Grieve. Went with the pitch and line one down the third baseline for a stand-up double. Runners at second and third, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the first with the Mules down 2-0.
And that brings it up Avery Gardner for his first at-bat of the ball game. Here's Drone in the stretch, looks over at second with runners at second and third, no outs. Here's the pitch to Gardner. That ball popped up down the right field line. And it will drop, and that will bring home Tullis on the bloop single. And that brings runners on the corners for Logan Hodges.
Better be lucky than good any day.
Yes.
Wow, I tell you what, that Tullis just kind of stuck his bat out there to fight off the pitch. It just kind of looped out to right and dropped for a base hit.
Yep. So Gardner on first, and that throw over the first, not in time.
Expect Gardner to take off here early in the at-bat. Test the arm of Reese Willis behind the plate for the Cardinals.
And he's off right there. That pitch is in there for a strike, and he's in.
Not even a throw attempted.
Nope. Two runners in scoring position with no outs for Logan Hodges. That first pitch was in there for a strike. Here's a pitch from Drone. That breaking ball just missed. 1-1 the count.
Again, as we mentioned during the top of the first, a pretty tight strike zone.
Yep. That would have been a good two-strike pitch for Drone if you were told to swing at anything close. And that is high inside for strike two. Swinging a miss from Hodges. 1-2 the count.
Still nobody out. Runners at second and third. Mules have cut the Cardinals' deficit in half.
That ball popped up to the center fielder. Can he get under it? Yes, he can. And here comes the throw home as Grieve tries to make the play. He is in time. And the sacrifice fly by Logan Hodges
ties the ball game 2-2. Well, Hodges hit that in the perfect spot. The center fielder was running to his left, and when he caught the ball, he had to turn to make the throw.
That brings up Braxton Marshall, the catcher, with one out, runner on third with a tie ball game.
Yeah, Gardner over at second moved up on the throw home.
Base hit, sacrifice fly again, would score a run, give the Mules a lead, or just ball or contact should. Here's the pitch. That's outside, 1-0 the count on Braxton Marshall. Drone in the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's high for a ball. 2-0 the count on Braxton Marshall, the catcher for the Mules.
Drone may be getting a little rattled here.
Gardner taking his lead off of third. I don't really expect him trying to steal home. That ball grounded foul out of play. 2-1 the count.
And a nice play by Chris Weiner down there in the third base coaching box.
Yep. Get the ball that's coming right after you. That ball hit up in the air, up toward the third baseman. Can he get under it and make the play? He can for out number 2. And nice play by Caden Sexton to get under it in foul territory, make the play, and that brings up Hayden Fellowitz, the second baseman. That was almost a missed opportunity there for Marshall with a runner on third and one out. Now you can't. Now you have to get a base hit to score the runner. Here's the pitch. And that ball is up, 1-0.
Mules got a big win yesterday in that continued game from April 10th. They win in 8 innings, 5-4. Boston Isaacs with the walk-off RBI single.
That's a big win in conference play. That's fouled off, 1-1 the count.
This came right after Edwards County had swept Flora to take over the conference lead. The Mules now 4-4 in the Black Diamond, and they've got a couple of conference games left.
Opportunity to really take a couple games to be above 500. Here's the dribbler off the second base. Here's the first in time, and that will be E4. And the Mules will take the lead 3-2. That brings up Grady Rush, the first baseman for the Mules, with 2 outs and a runner at first. Ball is low, 1-0. Here's the pitch. That ball fouled back, 1-1 the count.
Fellow with good contact on that one. He was just a little bit late.
Or a rush.
Or rush, rather, yes. Fellowitz is over at first.
First, reaching on an error by the second baseman, Cole Kingston. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That ball bit inside for Rush. Trying to pull it. Here's Fellowitz at first, taking his lead. He's off. That ball lined straight to the center fielder. Can he get under it? Yes, he can. That's Landon Garrison making the play.
Mules get 3, and they take the lead after 1. It's 3-2 in favor of the Mules. This is Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Looking for a bank that fits your lifestyle? Discover People's National Bank, where convenience meets value. With mobile banking services, you can manage your finances anytime, anywhere. Enjoy free checking with no hidden fees, competitive mortgage loans to help you find your dream home, and specialized ag and commercial products to give you an advantage in managing your business. Experience banking made easy and affordable. Visit People's National Bank today and see the difference. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Lamons Motorsports in Fairfield is your go-to dealer for new and used ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, motorcycles, and a large selection of travel trailers, compact tractors, and mowers. They have the area's best selection of top brands like Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Shasta, and Bobcat. Their factory-certified technicians and knowledgeable parts staff can help you find the right parts and accessories to repair or customize your power sports vehicle to keep it running safe and sound. Stop by Lamons Motorsports on Route 45 south of Fairfield or call 618-842-3848 or online at lamons.com to start your outdoor motorsports adventure today.
You want pizza done right? You want DiMaggio's Pizza in Fairfield. Whatever your favorite, classic thin crust, Sicilian pan, or Detroit style, pizza is their passion at DiMaggio's. Not in the mood for pizza? No worries. They've got all the great classic Italian dishes as well. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Tuesday through Friday and 4 to 9 p.m. Saturday and Sunday at 1312 West Main in Fairfield. Order online at DiMaggio's.pizza or call 618-842-7631 for pickup or delivery.
Welcome back to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. We get ready to start the second inning with the Mules leading the Cardinals 3-2 as Rhett Wellerman leads off for the Cardinals. Wellerman with a 182 batting average with 4 RBIs on the season for the Cardinals. Wellerman playing right field for NCOE. Martin on the mound. Martin pitched 28 pitches last inning with a couple hits and a couple RBI runs coming across. Hopefully, Martin looking to settle down as that first pitch is a ball in the outside.
Right now, Martin seemed to be having problems getting that breaking ball to break.
Needs to be trying to throw pitches across the plate and not worry about that, as that one again is outside high. 2-0.
North City took a 2-0 lead at the end of the first half of the first, and then the Mules counter with 3 in the bottom. Have a lead, 3-2.
That's 3-0 with 3 pitches kind of in the same spot, high outside. The lefty kind of having some problems trying to get the ball across the plate. Now here he is out of the windup and the pitch. Now that one's right across the plate for a strike. 3-1 the count. Now for Martin. Now here's the windup and the pitch. That one's low for ball 4. That will walk Wellerman.
That's 3 walks for Martin thus far in the ball game.
That brings up Cooper Fuqua. Fuqua, the left fielder for the Cardinals. That first pitch is a ball, 1-0 the count. And the pickoff move to first, not in time.
Not a real aggressive pickoff move, just trying to keep him a bit close.
Yep. Here's the pitch. Oh, that ball just barely misses the corner. 2-0 the count. Wellerman taking the little short lead off at first. Here's the pitch. Ball misses low. 3-0 the count.
I don't think that Fuqua is going to take the bat off his shoulder here. He might be in some trouble with Coach if he does.
Here's the pitch from Martin. That's ball 4. 4 straight pitches.
Yeah, Martin has thrown 9 pitches here in the second. 8 of them have been outside the zone.
That brings up Fiala for his first at-bat. Fiala is the designated hitter for the Cardinals. With runners on first and second, 1 out. That ball is low, 1-0. Martin thrown 38 pitches here in these first 2 innings, and here's the pitch. That's inside, 2-0. And where Martin's been missing, if you're a lefty batter, it's kind of scary where
yeah.
Because if he's missing, he's off in that left-handed batter's box and could wear one, and that ball is outside. 3-0 down the count.
Martin has shifted his footwork on the mound just a bit. He's
kind of on the right side of the mound.
Yeah, he's moved over just a hair trying
that's
to.
That's ball 4, and he walked the bases loaded.
For the leadoff man.
Yep. Brings up Javon Garrett, who was walked on his last at-bat.
We may see a visit from Coach Chris Fleener before long.
Javon Garrett, base hit, scores a run. Ball make contact, should score a run. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike, and that ball was even high. But he wanted to swing and get some contact, and that's the first strike in 9 pitches that has been thrown by Martin. Here's the pitch. That's high again. 1-1 the count now on Garrett. Martin in the stretch, bases loaded, no outs. Here's the pitch. Ball low, 2-1 the count. 2-1 the count on Garrett. Martin tried to get himself out of a jam that he created. Here's the pitch. Foul tip. Strike 2. Count even at 2. No outs. Bases loaded. Here's Martin in the stretch, trying to get the first out in the inning. Here's the pitch, grounded to Tullis. That's short. Throw at home is in time for out number 1. So the fielder's choice will get the first out of the inning. Base is still loaded, though.
Connor Graves, the batter now for NCOE. Outside for ball 1. Martin walked the first 3 batters he faced, then a ground ball from the leadoff man, Javen Garrett, and Logan Tullis fielded it cleanly, took it home. And now 2 balls on Graves.
2 balls on Graves. Graves struck out his last at-bat. Both the bases loaded now. Here's the pitch. Low, 3-0. Walk here and you walk home a run. And you tie this ball game here. Here's Martin, bases loaded, 1 out. Needs to throw a double play ball, get out of this inning. That pitch is in there for a strike. 3-1 the count.
It amazes me every time a pitcher starts a batter off with 3 straight balls. They do not swing, and invariably there's always a strike.
Yep. Here's the pitch. And that gets in there for a strike.
Yeah, hit
Full
the inside
count.
corner.
A top inside corner with that breaking ball. Bases loaded, 1 out. Martin looks over at first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He struck him out for the second time.
Big strikeout for Aiden Martin there. Now 2 outs, and
3rd strikeout of the day. Second one on Graves.
And Liam Drone steps in.
Bases loaded. Drone was walked on his last at-bat. 2 outs. And pickoff move to first, not in time.
Martin, after walking the first 3 batters he's faced, has pitched really well.
And we got time to clean off the plate. Here's Martin now in the stretch to Liam Drone. And the pitch. That ball foul. Drone took an inside pitch and tried to pull it down the line and couldn't quite get it fair. Martin in the stretch. Here's the pitch. That ball fouled back. 0-2. The count now on Liam Drone. And Martin trying to get out of this inning with minimal damage.
Oh, no damage at all.
No
man.
damage. And time from Drone.
Thought Martin was taking a little bit too much time.
Martin gets the sign he wants. He gets back in the stretch. Here's the pitch from Martin. And that breaking ball misses the zone.
That was close.
About domed Drone right in the head. That breaking ball, and Martin finds the sign. Here's the pitch. That ball's in the dirt. We got a runner coming home. Here's the throw. And he
They
got
got
him
him.
in time
Wow.
without any damage.
3-2, the score. Still the Mules on top of NCOE. Bottom of 2 coming up. This is Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Whether you're in the oil field, farm field, or working on a backyard project right here in Fairfield, Eagle Supply can and will do what it takes to make it a success. Located at 1108 South 1st Street, Eagle Supply has the belts, hoses, or fittings you might need for the job you're doing. They also carry stainless structural steel, hardware of any type, welding supplies, PVC pipe, and parts for Fairbanks engines. Eagle Supply is open 7:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday and Saturdays by appointment.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Andrew Diesel can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Andrew Diesel a call at 842-4212. Edward Jones, member SIPC, proud supporter of your FCHS Mules.
Whether you're in the market for a pole barn or a timber frame home, leave the details to Walters Buildings. As the premier post frame builder in the Midwest, Walters Buildings uses only the highest quality materials and the most skilled craftsmen in the industry for a building experience that matches their award-winning buildings. Contact your local Walters Buildings representative at waltersbuildings.com to see what they do for you. Build with confidence. Build with Walters. Family owned since 1958.
What a great piece of pitching by Aiden Martin. Walked the bases loaded with nobody out and then gets out of the inning with no runs.
It was a pass ball that got past Marshall. Marshall was able to hustle down and get that ball to Martin to tag out the runner trying to steal home to eliminate any damage that could be done and preserve the 3-2 lead here as we get ready to start the second inning, or the bottom of the second inning, with Martin, the pitcher himself, leading off for the Mules. Well, Drone gets the sign he wants. Here's the pitch. That ball hit deep to center field. Garrison trying to get under it, and he does for out number 1. And that will bring up Landon Smith, the right fielder for the Mules. Tullis on deck, and if either of those get on, Austin Grieve in the hole for the Mules. Here's the pitch to Smith. That ball hit straight to the first baseman, Graves, for out number 2 for the 3 put out. That brings up Logan Tullis, who's 1 for 1 with a single on the day.
Tullis 2 for 2 on the season. Still batting 1,000.
Let's see if Tullis can give the Mules a base runner with 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and he about got drilled inside. 1-0 the count. Now on Logan Tullis. Now here's the windup and the pitch from Drone. That hits the inside corner for a strike. 1-1 the count. Now the windup and the pitch in the dirt. 2-1 the count.
Live chat is open. Will Prince checking in, urging the Mules on to victory this afternoon.
Two and 1 the count on Tullis. 2 outs for the Mules. Tullis trying to get a base runner on with a 3-1 count as that pitch is low inside.
Mules, full complement of regulars get the day off today.
Yep. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Yep, starters rest today. Probably play tomorrow against Centralia in a big test for them before
big
regionals.
Non-conference matchup. Centralia comes in pretty heady record.
Coming out of the South 7 Conference.
They're at they're hosting Marion this afternoon.
Well, Tullis takes his lead off of first with Austin Grieve, who had a stand-up double in his last at-bat. And that's a pass ball all from Drone, and Tullis takes it without a throw. And 1-0 the count now on Grieve with a runner on second. Here's the pitch. Ball inside, 2-0. Tullis takes his lead off a second. Here's the pitch. That's ball outside, 3-0 the count from on Grieve. Drone trying to get this final out. Drone looks over. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. They walk Austin Grieve with bringing runners in first and second for Avery Gardner, who's 1 for 1 with a single. And we got a time as the catcher, Reese Willis, going to talk, kind of calm down Liam Drone, just get him back on track.
Doesn't spend too much time out there.
Just enough time to kind of calm your pitcher down and
give him a little encouragement, a little pat on the butt, said, "You got this, bud."
Runners at first, second, 2 outs. Both runners getting the lead. Here's the pitch from Drone. That's outside. Ball 1. Here's the pitch. Ball 2 and low. Cardinals come in 2-11. They are 0-9 in Greater Egyptian Conference play, and
another visit to the mound for NCOE. We'll take a quick timeout. This is Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Wayne County Health Department is dedicated to working with you to monitor, guard, improve, and protect health and safety in our community. Located at 405 North Mason Road in Fairfield, the department offers a wide range of services from immunizations, early childhood and WIC services to food establishment inspections. Plus, the Wayne County Health Department is the lead agency in the county for public health-related emergencies. For information on all the programs and services offered, check out their website at wchdil.com or call 618-842-5166.
well, mound visit's over. Drone's still on the mound for the Cardinals, but he's got runners at first and second with 2 balls on Avery Gardner, and that ball will drop, and they will not send Tullis, and now the bases are loaded for Logan Hodges, who had a sacrifice fly in his last at-bat.
Still just 1 out in the inning.
2 outs.
2 outs, thank you.
2 outs, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball, 1-0 the count. Drone finds the sign he wants. Here's the pitch. Inside again, ball 2. 2-0 the count on Logan Hodges.
Martin's had his problems finding the strike zone now, and so is Drone.
Here's the pitch. That ball hit to right field, and right where the right fielder Wellerman is for out number 3.
Mules leave the bases loaded, but they still lead 3-2 as we head to the third. This is Mule Nation, powered by RJ.
Give them a call at 618-842-7855 to set up an appointment. The Connard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
If it's in style, it's at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield. Christy and the girls at Carnaby Square are proud to have served Fairfield and Southern Illinois for over 40 years. With premium women's apparel, jewelry, accessories, and shoes from brands like Multiples, Charlie B., and Brighton, just to name a few. Whatever your style, the team at Carnaby can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, with extended hours till 7 on Thursday. Come experience Carnaby Square, the fashion leader, at 115 East Main in Fairfield.
Carter Turf and Tractor in Fairfield is your one-stop shop for high-quality outdoor power equipment. Whether it's a tractor, implement, lawnmower, generator, chainsaw, or weed eater for your commercial or residential needs, Carter Turf and Tractor has what you need from industry-leading brands like Kubota, Land Pride, Exmark, Generac, and Echo. And if your equipment needs servicing, the technicians at Carter Turf and Tractor have the knowledge and experience to take care of all your service and repair needs. It's Carter Turf and Tractor, 105 Airport Road in Fairfield.
Welcome back to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. 3-2 your score here in Fairfield as we get ready to start the third inning. And we have a pitching change for the Mules. Jake Easton will come in for Aiden Martin. Martin came in will end the day with 3 strikeouts, all swinging, with 2 runs allowed and a few walks. Had trouble finding the zone and just could not. You couldn't see the same composure as we did last Thursday against El Laredo, could we, Mark?
No, Martin had his issues, couldn't find a strike zone. He was troubled by a very, very tight strike zone by the home plate umpire in this one, and I think frustration set in a lot, and his breaking ball just didn't break, and sometimes that happens.
Well, that first pitch didn't find anywhere near the strike zone. In fact, I think that would have been behind the right-handed batter, as 1-0 is the count to the pitcher, Leon Drone.
Harry Doyle from Major League.
Just a bit outside. Well, that ball is popped up, and Gardner camping underneath it. Will it stay in play? And it will for out number 1. As Gardner is able to catch that. And that'll bring up Caden Sexton, who is 1 for 1 with a single. Here's the pitch from Easton. That ball hit up in the air. Left fielder Hodges trying to get under it, and he will make the play for out number 2.
Tell you what, that was hit deep. It was Sexton got a little bit too underneath it. He hit that more in a line drive. That might have been gone.
Yep. Hodges had to get back there, and he was backpedaling, and he was not too far from the fence. That ball is high outside on Reese Willis, who struck out in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Reese Willis. Easton bringing in a little bit more speed than Martin, as that pitch is outside in ball 2.
We are in the top of the third. NCOE got their 2 runs in the top of the first.
That ball popped up to right field. Can Smith get under it? No, he cannot, and that will be a bloop single.
And the Mules get their 3 in the bottom of the first. Since then, we've not seen much of anything. Aiden Martin walked the bases loaded in the second against NCOE, but then came back and
was able to
set him down in order,
tag out the runner coming in from third on a wild pitch, and very close play at the plate, but was able to get that glove down just in time. Willis over at first. Here's the pitch. Wow, that ball is high inside. 1-0 to Cole Kingston. Here's the pitch. Well, that's high again, and when a runner will go to second on the pass ball, And 2-0 counting where Easton's missing. He's missing high and inside. And well, that ball is hit down the right field line and out of play. Makes the count now 2-1. Easton trying to get out of this inning with no runs on the board, and that pitch is in there for a strike, and now the count evens up at 2. Kingston flew out his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. Ball low, full count now on Cole Kingston. And now the payoff pitch from Easton. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He got his first strikeout of the day for Jake Easton. And that'll be the end of the top of the third inning. Your score is still 3-2, Fairfield leading NCOE. You are watching Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Banks all over the world can offer similar products and services. So how do you choose your bank? Hi, this is Anthony Vaughn, loan officer with the Fairfield Banking Company. We strive for a reputation that sets us apart from the other guys. We understand that your time is important, which is why we are always bringing convenience to you. Not only do we offer exceptional services, we are here for you too. We offer full-service banking Monday through Saturday. So what are you waiting for? The Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Company. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Teamwork is essential for success in any endeavor, whether it's in the field, on the field, or on the court. Sork Farms LLC is a family-owned farm located south of Fairfield. The good folks at Sork Farms use teamwork to get things done on a daily basis, and they urge the Mules to do the same thing to make this year a great year for FCHS. Good luck, Mules, from Sork Farms LLC.
Are you looking for a quick-to-respond towing company that can handle automotive and light-duty towing? Vaughn's Tire provides towing and recovery services in Fairfield and surrounding areas with a fleet of tow trucks, including flatbeds. Their well-trained staff will help solve all of your towing and recovery needs with services including jump start, flat tire repair, lockout service, fuel delivery, tire change, roadside assistance, and winch out. For a local towing company with speedy response times, contact Vaughn's Tire at 1704 West Main Street in Fairfield or call them at 618-842-2422.
Welcome back to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. We're here in the bottom of the third inning. The Fairfield Mules lead the North City Omaha Infield Fighting Cardinals 3-2, with Braxton Marshall coming up to bat. His last at bat, he flew out to the foul line and third base, and trying to get something started for the Mules, trying to get some base runners and runs on the board, as the Mules let the bases loaded last inning, but was not able to drive in any runs. Drone's still on the mound for the Cardinals, kind of trying to keep this game close. Drone gets the sign he wants. Here's the pitch. That ball is high, 1-0 the count. From Leon Drone to Braxton Marshall. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ooh, that ball about hit Marshall 2-1. Now the windup. Here's the pitch. That ball lined straight to the third baseman.
Marshall made good contact, but just does not.
Just right to the third baseman, right where he flew out last time, and he just hit it, and the third baseman did not have to move an inch. That brings up Hayden Fellowitz, who reached on there on his last at-bat.
Did get an RBI, though.
Yep.
And that gave the Mules the lead.
Drone now gets the sign that he likes. Here's the pitch. That ball fouled off.
Felowitz a little bit late on that one.
Yep. A little late, but he knew he had to swing to make Coach happy.
Yeah.
And now the windup and the pitch. That ball low. 1-1 the count now on Hayden Felowitz. Second baseman for the Mules today. Here's the windup and the pitch. That was behind Felowitz. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Inside. 3-1 the count now. Or 2-1 the count. 3-1. 3-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Ball four. They walked Felowitz, and that'll bring up Grady Rush, who lined out his last at-bat. Felowitz takes his lead off of first. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. One out here at the bottom of the third inning. Runner at first for Grady Rush, who's already ahead in count 1-0. Drone looks over at first in the stretch. Here's the pitch. That ball fouled off. 1-1 the count. Felowitz taking the lead off of first, and he takes off. That ball is low. The throw to second, not in time. Hayden Felowitz will steal second.
And the Mules have a runner in scoring position.
With a 2-1 count on Grady Rush.
Tack on a couple of insurance runs here.
Here's the pitch. Ooh, that ball inside about head level. 3-1 the count. Three and 1 the count. One out. Runner at second. Drone finds the sign he likes. Here's the pitch. That ball. And that ball popped out to the first baseman, Graves, for out number 2. That ball kind of hit the inside of the bat and didn't really have much distance on it, as now Jake Easton will be up to bat for the Mules.
Jake Easton stepping into the lineup in place of Aiden Martin. He took over on the mound in the third for the Mules.
See if Easton can get a base hit, kind of drive Felowitz home from second. Here's the pitch. That ball is high inside, 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Paints the corner. Strike one. 1-1 the count on Jake Easton. Here's the pitch from Drone. Breaking ball breaks in right down the middle. Strike 2. Felowitz takes his lead off at second. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That's high for a 2-2 count now on Jake Easton. Drone in the stretch. Pickoff move to second. Not in time. Made the throw to Kingston, just could not put down the tag in time. Trying to keep Fellowitz honest. Here's the pitch from Drone. That ball lined through the gap, and it will get through. They are sending that Fellowitz home. And the left fielder, Fuka, could not held it, get a hold of it cleanly, and that will be an RBI single.
Yeah, Fellowitz was at second, was moving on contact, and had a great jump, and I think he would have scored had the left fielder for NCOE not mishandled the ball a bit.
Yep. Landon Smith grounded out in his last at-bat. Easton over at first, and he's off right away, and that pitch is in there for a strike. Here's the throw to second, not in time. And now we got a runner in scoring position. 4-2 your score here. Landon Smith. If ball can find the gap here, then I think Easton's going to third already. And it's 0-2 the count.
He is not wasting any time out there.
Now, ball finds the gap, and then Easton's scoring.
He's going to be going on contact with 2 outs. I wouldn't be surprised.
He'll be going on pitch.
Anyway.
He's going on pitch release.
Many banks use the words personal banking. At FNB, they like to focus on the personal side of that term. How? By always applying personal attention, by always delivering with personal care, and by treating you like a person, not an account. FNB, banking, business, life, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Jeep Celebration event is happening now at Le Mans in Fairfield. Jeep has just announced factory employee pricing on new Jeep Wranglers, Compass, Gladiators, Grand Cherokees, and 24 Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer. Combine Le Mans discounts with employee pricing and you can save up to $7,000 off MSRP. April showers won't last forever. Be ready for summer in your new Jeep. These offers end April 30th at Le Mans Chrysler, 412 East Main Fairfield, and LeMansOnline.com. Your exclusive dealer with warranty forever.
Welcome back to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. 4-2 your score here as we get ready to start the 4th inning. Jake Easton on the mound to relieve for Aiden Martin. And Easton has already 1 strikeout as he came in the 3rd inning. And up to bat is Rhett Wellerman to lead off for the Cardinals here in the 4th. Now here's the windup and the pitch from Easton. That ball popped up in the air. Easton trying to get under it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. That
dangerous play. Easton did a good job on it, but he backed off the mound on that pop-up, and you got the second baseman, you got the third baseman, and you got the shortstop all converging. I mean, it could have been dangerous. Easton did a good job of calling everybody off, though.
Yep. Cooper Fuka, first pitch in there was a strike. He walked on his last at-bat. That's swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 the count now on Fuka.
Easton working real quick here, boy. He's just rearing back and letting her go.
Oh, that ball is outside the zone. 1-2 the count now. Here's the windup and the pitch from Jake Easton. That ball lined right back to Easton for out number 2. And that brings up Zane Fiala, who has walked on last at bat.
Heck, for long, Easton may just tell his other defenseman to just go sit down. He'll take care of everything.
Well, that first pitch was in there on the outside corner for strike 1. Here's the pitch. And that's in the corner again for strike 2. Now the windup and the pitch. Fouled off. Fiala able to pitch that ball back, and keep alive. Now the wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three, but the ball past Marshall, and he's going to reach first base.
He didn't touch your base. He didn't touch your base. Go to first. Go to first.
Now back to the top of the lineup for NCOE with 2 outs and a runner on.
And Javen Garrett now, who's 0 for 1 with a walk and a fielder's choice. Here's the pitch. Ball low. One and 0 the count. On Garrett, runner at first. Here's the pitch. That ball hit to right field. Can Smith get under it? Yes, he can for out number 3.
Go ahead.
One runner left on after 3.5. Your score still 4-2 Fairfield. You are watching Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Find your home for orthopedics and sports medicine at Wabash General Hospital. Our orthopedics and sports medicine team is ready to assist you with your specific needs. We provide convenient, high-quality services in Albion, Carmine, Flora, Lawrenceville, and Mount Carmel. For more information, please call us at 618-263-6400. Wabash General Hospital. People you know, helping people you love. Let CSI Insurance Brokers in Fairfield help you navigate today's overwhelming insurance market. Whether you're looking for farm, home, auto, business, or life insurance, the experienced agents at CSI Insurance Brokers specialize in finding plans customized to fit your needs. Visit their website at csiinsurancebrokers.com or give them a call at 618-842-2193 for a quote today.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works. Wayne White Electric Cooperative, 10,000 members, 11 counties, one very dependable utility.
Couple substitutions for the Cardinals. Bryce Breeson comes in at first base. Cooper Fuca will go to right field, and Connor Graves will go over to left field. As the first pitch is in for Tullis, who is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. And Drone still on the mound for the Mules. Here's the pitch. That ball grounded down the line. That's fair. Here's the throw from Sexton to first. And 1 on Austin Grieve. That pitch kind of outside and high in the strike zone.
Grieve was way
and high in the strike zone.
Grieve was way out in front of that as Drone took a little something off the pitch.
That ball grounded down to the first base line. Here's Breeson makes the unassisted put out. And that brings up Avery Gardner, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Now here is the windup and the pitch. That ball grounded to the shortstop, Garrett. Here's the throw to first in time. So 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals, as the Mules could not produce a hit. 4-2 your score as the Mules lead the Cardinals after 4 innings. You are watching Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
You want pizza done right? You want DiMaggio's Pizza in Fairfield. Whatever your favorite, classic thin crust, Sicilian pan, or Detroit style, pizza is their passion at DiMaggio's. Not in the mood for pizza? No worries. They've got all the great classic Italian dishes as well. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Tuesday through Friday and 4 to 9 p.m. Saturday and Sunday at 1312 West Main in Fairfield. Order online at DiMaggio's.pizza or call 618-842-7631 for pickup or delivery. In the financial services industry, there's nothing better than experience. And with over 50 years of combined experience, there's no one better than the Connard Financial Group in Fairfield to help you develop a diversified investment portfolio. Whether it's retirement planning, college savings plans, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or certificates of deposit, the Connard Financial Group can help you plan and invest for the future, whatever your goals may be. Give them a call at 618-842-7855 to set up an appointment. The Connard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
It fits in style. It's at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield. Christy and the girls at Carnaby Square are proud to have served Fairfield and Southern Illinois for over 40 years. With premium women's apparel, jewelry, accessories, and shoes from brands like Multiples, Charlie B, and Brighton, just to name a few. Whatever your style, the team at Carnaby can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, with extended hours till 7 on Thursday. Come experience Carnaby Square, the fashion leader, at 115 East Main in Fairfield.
4-2 your score as we get ready to start the 5th inning. The Mules lead the NCOE Cardinals with number 11, Connor Graves, coming up, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And Jake Easton still on the mound in relief for Aiden Martin. And here's the pitch. Just missed the outside corner, 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-0. The count on Graves. And now the wind-up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. 2-1 the count now. Now here's the pitch again from Easton. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count evens up on 2 for Connor Graves. And here's the pitch from Easton. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is his 3rd strikeout of the day for Jake Easton, and that is the 3rd strikeout of the day for Graves as well. Here's the pitch. Ball low, 1-0. 0-2, Liam Drone, the pitcher for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch. That ball grounded to the shortstop, Tullis. Can he make it get a play? No, he cannot. And Drone will get a base hit for the Cardinals. Now bring up Caden Sexton, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a flyout. Sexton also had a couple of runs batted in to give the Cardinals those 2 runs back in the 1st inning. Drone leading off at first. Here's the pitch. That ball line straight to Gardner. Here's the play. And a nice 5-4-3 double play from Gardner to Fellowitz.
Defense for the Mules has looked really good this afternoon. That will do it. Mules coming to bat next. You're watching Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Whether you're in the oil field, farm field, or working on a backyard project right here in Fairfield, Eagle Supply can and will do what it takes to make it a success. Located at 1108 South 1st Street, Eagle Supply has the belts, hoses, or fittings you might need for the job you're doing. They also carry stainless structural steel, hardware of any type, welding supplies, PVC pipe, and parts for Fairbanks engines. Eagle Supply is open 7:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday and Saturdays by appointment.
Is insurance just a monthly payment to you? If so, remember why it's really there. To protect the life you love. Choose a company that sees you as more than a policy number. When you work with a Country Financial rep, you get more out of your insurance. More personalized home and car coverage to protect what matters most to you. More guidance without all the industry jargon, and more confidence that a real person will show up if something goes wrong. I'm Christina Copeland, your country rep here in Fairfield area. I care about the people in this community, and I'll take the time to get to know you so I can help protect you and your family. Call me at 618-842-2185 to experience more.
Carter Trucking in Fairfield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes and wishes each and every one of them a great season, both on and off the field. From rock, sand, dirt, and gravel to riprap, topsoil, fertilizer, cold patch, and more, Carter Trucking in Fairfield has everything you need to get your excavation and dirt work done right. They'll even haul the material and equipment to the job site for you. Located at 7 Williamson Drive in Fairfield, that's Carter Trucking. Call 618-842-2022.
Welcome back to the Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. We get ready to start the bottom of the 5th inning for the 2. Your score as the Mules lead the North City Omaha NCOE Cardinals. And Logan Hodges up to bat for the Mules. And he just hit that ball right at the pitcher. And that hurt. That hurt. Right in the ankle.
Man. Injury timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Attention Fairfield business owners. Struggling with your IT needs? Chad Barbary at BL Technology Solutions is here to help. With over 15 years of IT expertise, Chad understands that your business deserves the best. At BL Technology Solutions, they focus on you, providing customized, easy-to-access IT solutions that keep your business running smoothly. From network security to data management, equipment sales to monthly managed services, if you're ready to take your business to the next level, visit b-alltech.com today. BL Technologies, your partner in progress.
Banks all over the world can offer similar products and services. So how do you choose your bank? Hi, this is Anthony Vaughn, loan officer with the Fairfield Banking Company. We strive for a reputation that sets us apart from the other guys. We understand that your time is important, which is why we are always bringing convenience to you. Not only do we offer exceptional services, we are here for you too. We offer full-service banking Monday through Saturday. So what are you waiting for? The Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Company. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Teamwork is essential for success in any endeavor, whether it's in the field, on the field, or on the court. Sork Farms LLC is a family-owned farm located south of Fairfield. The good folks at Sork Farms use teamwork to get things done on a daily basis, and they urge the Mules to do the same thing to make this year a great year for FCHS. Good luck, Mules, from Sork Farms LLC.
Well, welcome back to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Drone looks like he's all right. He's going to try and stay in after that line drive right into the side and the knee by Logan Hodges. And that looked like it hurt a lot, Mark.
It sure did. Wow, man.
It was right back at him. And that brings up Braxton Marshall, who's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a line out. And that line out went right to the third baseman. It was well struck, and that throw to first, just not in time.
Mules have made some contact. They put balls on the bat, bats on the ball, whatever you want to say. They've hit the ball well. They lead 4-2 here.
Here's the pitch. Hodges going over the second. That ball misses the zone, and that ball bounces past the second baseman, but Hodges is there. And the count is 1-0 to Braxton Marshall. With a runner in scoring position with no outs. And Marshall calls time. Kind of gather himself before he gets back in there in the box and try to find the find a gap this time with a line drive.
Runner at second is Hodges after a stolen base.
Drone looks over at Hodges. Here's the pitch. That ball popped up in the air. Will it find the gap? It will not. Nice catch over there by Garrison, but Hodges will tag up. And that'll bring up Hayden Felowitz, who's reached on an error and was walked today. And he's got a runner on third in scoring position with only one out. Here's the pitch. That's inside for a ball, 1-0. Count on Felowitz from Drone. Here's the pitch. High, ball 2. Drone in the stretch. Finds the pitch he likes. Here's the pitch. And it drilled him. And that'll be a hit by pitch to Felowitz. That'll bring up Grady Rush, who's 0 for 2 with a line out and a flying out. With runners on the corners. Expect Hodges probably to go right away as the pitch is thrown with that runner on third. Or Felowitz. Here's Drone in the stretch. There goes Felowitz the second, and that first pitch is in there for a strike.
Yeah, Drone didn't even pay attention to Felowitz as Hayden got such a good jump. He was halfway to second base as Drone was into his windup to deliver the pitch.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Grady Rush. Ball on the ground should score a run as here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. We got a pass ball. But Hodges thought about it but did not go. And runner still at second and third with one out. Drone shakes off the sign. Finds the pitch he likes. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will be Drone's first strikeout of the day. That brings up Jake Easton.
Easton looking to help himself once again. He helped himself last time at bat with the RBI single.
A base hit could score 2. Here's the pitch. That breaking ball gets in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Now the windup and the pitch from Drone. That ball lined through the gap. That's a base hit. 1 run will score. And they will not send Felowitz home. But we still have runners on the corners for Landon Smith, who grounded out both of his at-bats. Easton taking his lead off of first. He'll probably go right as the windup begins. Now they make a pickoff move to first. Not in time. Well, Easton's still taking his lead off of first. And he's already off the second before he even thought about pitching the ball, as that ball is low.
Jake was just about to second base before Drone threw the pitch.
Yep.
Now runners at second and third again. And Landon Smith a chance to have an RBI.
Ooh, he swung at a high one. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. That ball hit foul. 1-2. As Smith just fouled it off to the left base or left field side. Here's Drone in his windup. Finds the sign he likes. Here's the pitch from Drone. That ball is high, 2-2 now. The count with 2 outs. And if Smith can find something, find the gap, that will be 2 runs that will come across. Here's the pitch. That ball hit. Will it drop? No, it won't as the shortstop, Javen Garrett, makes the play for out number 3. Your score, 5-2, as the Mules get a run across. As after 5 innings, you are watching Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Are you looking for a quick-to-respond towing company that can handle automotive and light-duty towing? Vaughn's Tire provides towing and recovery services in Fairfield and surrounding areas with a fleet of tow trucks, including flatbeds. Their well-trained staff will help solve all of your towing and recovery needs with services including jump start, flat tire repair, lockout service, fuel delivery, tire change, roadside assistance, and winch out. For a local towing company with speedy response times, contact Vaughn's Tire at 1704 West Main Street in Fairfield or call them at 618-842-2422.
As a family-owned business, you can trust Rush Appliance and Furniture in Fairfield and Carmi to give your family the same attention they give theirs. If you need a refrigerator, range, laundry repair, dishwasher, or furniture, they have the brands you know and trust like Speed Queen, Abana, Maytag, KitchenAid, Lazy Boy, Sealy, and more. And with service after the sale second to none, Rush Appliance and Furniture is your one-stop shop for all your furniture and appliance needs. Rush Appliance and Furniture, 118 West Main in Fairfield and 206 East Main in Carmine.
Looking for a bank that fits your lifestyle? Discover People's National Bank, where convenience meets value. With mobile banking services, you can manage your finances anytime, anywhere. Enjoy free checking with no hidden fees, competitive mortgage loans to help you find your dream home, and specialized ag and commercial products to give you an advantage in managing your business. Experience banking made easy and affordable. Visit People's National Bank today and see the difference. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, the Mules lead 5-2 over the Cardinals as we get ready to start the top of the 6th inning. Some changes in for the Mules. Logan Tallis goes to first base. Jake Easton will be at shortstop. And Caleb King will be on the mound for the Mules in relief of Jake Easton. Easton had 3 strikeouts on the day. As Easton came in in the 3rd inning, pitched well, did not allow a run across the plate, and now King going to try and shut the door for the Mules today.
Aiden Martin started the game, allowed 2 runs in the first. The Mules came back with 3 in the bottom of the first. He's in line for the W.
Yep. Here's the pitch. Ball line foul by Reese Willis, and Willis waited a little bit longer, and that ball would have been down the right field line, possibly to the fence. Now here's the windup and the pitch. Breaking ball just misses. 1-1 the count. And now the windup and the pitch from Easton. That ball popped up in the air. Tullis camping under it. Smith calls everyone off. And confusion from Fellowitz and Smith, and that will be a single. As sounded like Smith called everyone off, and Fellowitz kind of was in the way, more or less to say. And now there's a runner on first with Cole Kingston up to the plate. A ball in there for Strike. 0-1 the count. Runner at first. Here's the pitch. That ball hit. Foul. 0-2 the count. Here's King in the stretch. Runner takes his lead off at first. Here's the pickoff move to the first, not in time. Here at the top of the sixth inning, 5-2 your score as the Mules lead the Cardinals. Here's Caleb King in the stretch. And the pickoff move over the first, not in time again. Reese Willis taking his lead off at first. Kingston 0-2 behind in the count. That ball misses. 1-2.
Mules leading 5-2 here. Runs 3 in the first, 1 in the third, and 1 in the fifth. That's where we stand. 5-2 our score here in the top of the sixth.
Ball high again. Count evens up at 2. Here's the pitch. High, full count on Cole Kingston. Earn takes his lead off of first. Here's the pitch from Caleb King. The swing, foul tip, caught for his first strikeout of the day. And that will be out number 1, bringing up number 35, Bryce Breeson. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Breeson. Here's the pitch. And he went cross, strike 2, 0-2 the count with 1 out. Runner on first for Bryce Breeson. King tried to trying to get some outs here, and that ball is outside. 1-2. King in the stretch. Here's the pitch. That ball grounded to the third baseman, Gardner. Here's to throw the first or second in time. And in first for the double play.
That'll do her.
Yep. 1 hit, 1 runner, no runners left on. Score is still 5-2 after 5.5. You were watching Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Lamons Motorsports in Fairfield is your go-to dealer for new and used ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, motorcycles, and a large selection of travel trailers, compact tractors, and mowers. They have the area's best selection of top brands like Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Shasta, and Bobcat. Their factory-certified technicians and knowledgeable parts staff can help you find the right parts and accessories to repair or customize your power sports vehicle to keep it running safe and sound. Stop by Lamons Motorsports on Route 45 south of Fairfield or call 618-842-3848 or online at lamons.com to start your outdoor motorsports adventure today.
When describing traditional products like checking or savings accounts, many banks use the words personal banking. At FNB, they like to focus on the personal side of that term. How? By always applying personal attention, by always delivering with personal care, and by treating you like a person, not an account. FNB, banking, business, life, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Jeep Celebration event is happening now at Le Mans in Fairfield. Jeep has just announced factory employee pricing on new Jeep Wranglers, Compass, Gladiators, Grand Cherokees, and 24 Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer. Combine Le Mans discounts with employee pricing and you can save up to $7,000 off MSRP. April showers won't last forever. Be ready for summer in your new Jeep. These offers end April 30th at Le Mans Chrysler, 412 East Main Fairfield, and LeMansOnline.com. Your exclusive dealer with warranty forever.
Welcome back to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. So as we get ready to start the bottom of the 6th inning, 5-2 your score as the Mules lead the North City Omaha Infield Cardinals. Logan Tullis leads off for the Mules as he grounded out in a 5-3 putout in his last at bat. Liam Drone still on the mound for the Cardinals. He has pitched about 5 innings, and he's done all right. He's only allowed 5 across. As here's the first pitch. Is high, 1-0 the count. Out now on Logan Tullis. Drone also took a line drive by Logan Hodges right off the side and the knee, and he's all right, and he's still pitching, and that ball is lined foul. As Tullis is early on that pitch. Now here's the windup and the pitch. In the dirt. 2-1 the count. Now on Logan Tullis. Now here's the pitch from Drone. Ball 3. 3-1 now the count on Logan Tullis. Now the windup and the pitch. That ball grounded to the third baseman, Sexton. Here's the throw to first. In time for out number 1.
And Blake Hutchins will get an at-bat here.
He will bat in place of
Caleb King, I believe.
No, Austin Greaves.
Austin Greaves, okay. Umpire's getting everything right on his scorecard.
And now he looks like we're ready to go. Now here's the windup and the pitch. Just outside. 1-0 the count now on Hutchins. Hutchins, his first at-bat of the day. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike as he swung for the high inside pitch. Now the windup and the pitch. That ball popped to left field. And it gets over Connor Graves' head. Here comes Hutchins going to second. And that will be a double for Blake Hutchins. And that will bring up Avery Gardner, who's 2 for 3 on the day with 2 singles and a ground out. Hoping to add to the Mules' run total. Here's the pitch from Drone. That ball in the dirt. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 the count. Now on Avery Gardner. Here's the pitch from Drone. Outside for a ball, 2-1 the count. Drone in the stretch. Runner off of second. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. 3-1 the count on Avery Gardner. Headers count now for Gardner. Gardner gets a base hit. That could score a run. Here's the pitch. That ball popped up in the air towards left field. Graves getting under it and makes the play for out number 2.
Hutchins will stay at second. Could not advance on the pop up to left field.
Now brings up 33, Levi Olson. Levi Olson on his first at-bat of the ball game. Drone finds a sign he likes. And the pickoff move to second in time. As Hutchins is safe at second. Here's the pitch. That ball hit well to left field and will be caught for out number 3. Well, the score is 5-2. The Mules lead the North City Omaha Infield Cardinals. As after 6 innings, you are watching Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Le Mans Motorsports in Fairfield is your go-to dealer for new and used ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, motorcycles, and a large selection of travel trailers, compact tractors, and mowers. They have the area's best selection of top brands like Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Shasta, and Bobcat. Their factory-certified technicians and knowledgeable parts staff can help you find the right parts and accessories to repair or customize your power sports vehicle to keep it running safe and sound. Stop by Le Mans Motorsports on Route 45 south of Fairfield or call 618-842-3848 or online at lemans.com to start your outdoor motorsports adventure today.
Find your home for orthopedics and sports medicine at Wabash General Hospital. Our orthopedics and sports medicine team is ready to assist you with your specific needs. We provide convenient, high-quality services in Albion, Carmine, Flora, Lawrenceville, and Mount Carmel. For more information, please call us at 618-263-6400. Wabash General Hospital. People you know, helping people you love. Let CSI Insurance Brokers in Fairfield help you navigate today's overwhelming insurance market. Whether you're looking for farm, home, auto, business, or life insurance, the experienced agents at CSI Insurance Brokers specialize in finding plans customized to fit your needs. Visit their website at csiinsurancebrokers.com or give them a call at 618-842-2193 for a quote today.
Five to 2 your score after 6 innings as we get ready to start the top of the 7th inning. Your Fairfield Mules lead the NCOE Cardinals.
This could be it for NCOE. Caleb King on for his 2nd inning of work.
Yep. King with 1 strikeout last inning, hoping to put the game away for the Mules. As this first pitch to Fuqua is fouled off. 0-1 the count now.
Mules looking to get their 13th win of the year against 8 losses if they can hold off NCOE this afternoon. And then Centralia coming to town tomorrow afternoon and on the road at El Dorado on Thursday. They'll finish out the regular season with a game at Carmi, a continuation of a game that was lightninged out here.
That ball hit in the air, and that will be a base hit for Cooper Fuqua.
Mules will be at Mount Carmel next Monday, the 19th at 4:30 for the first round of the regional. Should they win, they'll be back here on Wednesday at Veterans Field.
Believed to play Johnson City, correct?
They could play Johnson City, yeah. Like another crack at JC.
Yep. That pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count.
Then it Doesn't get any easier. Should they beat Johnston City, they will more than likely take on Teutopolis, or rather Harrisburg.
Swinging it, fouled off. Strike 2. All right. Fuka takes his lead off at first. Here's the pickoff move, not in time. It's still safe as count still 0-2 on Fiala. King in the stretch, pickoff move again, not in time. Here's the pitch. High ball. 1-2 the count. King in the stretch. Here's the pitch. Outside, count evens up at 2 now. On Zane Fiala. Here's the pitch. Ball hit up to right field, and that will be a base hit. Isaacs fields the ball here, and that will be a single with bring runners at the corners. Now bring up Javen Garrett, who's 0 for 2 on the day, with a fielder's choice and a flyout.
This is the leadoff man for NCOE, and runners at the corners here.
Big time for a strikeout if you're Caleb King.
Top of the 7th, 5-2 our score.
Here's the pitch. That ball outside. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Ball low. Here's the throw to second. And that is in time. They pick off the runner at second. And now the Mules have one out on the Cardinals.
Nice throw from Marshall. Right on target.
Right on target. Easy out for Easton to get the tag down. And that was just a runner on third with one out. Here's the pitch. That ball popped up to the center fielder. And he dropped it. And that will be a double on the error from the center fielder, Grieve.
Makes it a 5-3 ball game.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Connor Graves.
Caleb King on for his second inning of work, trying to close things out.
Runner on second. Pickoff move to second, not in time. Graves with a 259 batting average coming into this game, and he had 2 RBIs coming in as well. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Graves has struck out 3 times today. Right now, it'll look like it could be his 4th. Here's the pitch. Ooh, ball low. Graves thought about swinging at it, just barely kept the bat on his shoulders, and that was almost a big out for Caleb King. Here's the pitch. That's in there for strike 3. Caught him looking. And that will be King's second strikeout of the day, and that's the first strikeout looking for the Mules today. And that is the 8th strikeout for the Mules as well. And that brings up Liam Drone, and Liam Drone has one of the 2 home runs that is hit by North City, and that pickoff move, the second, was just almost in time. Almost ending the game on that pickoff right there. Drone represents the tying run at the plate. Here's the pitch. That paints the corner for a strike. 0-1 the count now. Here's the pitch from King. Drone thought about it, did not commit to it. 1-1 the count now. King 1 out away from ending this ball game here in Fairfield. Here's the pitch. Ball high. 2-1 the count now on Liam Drone. King looks over at second. In the stretch, here's the pitch. Ball 3 in the dirt. Nice stop by Marshall to keep the ball from getting past. And Drone calls time to get himself ready. Here's the pitch. That ball grounded, foul. Full count now on Liam Drone with 2 outs and a runner on second. Here at the top of the 7th inning, Drone represents the tying run for the Cardinals. As King looks over at second, here's the pitch. Ball 4, and Drone will be walked, and that'll bring up Caden Sexton representing the go-ahead run for the Cardinals, as he also has a home run of his own. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. 5-3 your score here in Fairfield as the Mules lead, and that ball is outside, 1-0. King trying to close this game.
Chris Fleener may take a visit to the mound just to settle King down and say, you know, don't worry about the runners, concentrate on the batter.
That ball grounded to the shortstop, Easton.
He calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works. Wayne White Electric Cooperative, 10,000 members, 11 counties, one very dependable utility.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Andrew Diesel, your local Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why we're a proud sponsor of your FCHS Mules on Mule Nation. For all your investment needs, call Andrew Diesel at 842-4212. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Whether you're in the market for a pole barn or a timber frame home, leave the details to Walters Buildings. As the premier post frame builder in the Midwest, Walters Buildings uses only the highest quality materials and the most skilled craftsmen in the industry for a building experience that matches their award-winning buildings. Contact your local Walters Buildings representative at waltersbuildings.com to see what they do for you. Build with confidence. Build with Walters. Family owned since 1958.
The Wayne County Health Department is dedicated to working with you to monitor, guard, improve, and protect health and safety in our community. Located at 405 North Mason Road in Fairfield, the department offers a wide range of services from immunizations, early childhood and WIC services to food establishment inspections. Plus, the Wayne County Health Department is the lead agency in the county for public health-related emergencies. For information on all the programs and services offered, check out their website at wchdil.com or call 618-842-5166.
Looking for the perfect spot to host your next event? Discover RJ on Main in downtown Fairfield. Whether it's a bridal shower, baby shower, corporate event, or workshop, we've got you covered. Enjoy free Wi-Fi, free coffee, and tables and chairs for up to 60 people. Make your event unforgettable at RJ on Main. Book your event today at RJ on Main by visiting online at raylanjames.com/RJ on Main or call 618-315-3611.
Put a smile on someone's face today with a beautifully designed floral arrangement from Black's Flowers and Gifts in downtown Fairfield. Whatever the occasion, let Black's help you brighten their day. Call 618-847-7076 for delivery or pickup. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 and 9 to noon on Saturday. Black's Flowers and Gifts, your florist with the personal touch, across from the courthouse in downtown Fairfield. And don't forget to see Black's if you're getting married. We offer tux rentals from Jim's Formal Wear.
Coach Chris Fleener has joined us, and Coach, you got some playing time today for a lot of the younger kids.
Yeah, we tried to get a lot of the guys in tonight. I don't know. I think we got most of them in, at least an inning there, and didn't quite get everybody in that bat that we wanted to. But, it was kind of fun and kind of good to give some of those guys a shot. We've had a lot of JV games canceled this year, and unfortunately, Mother Nature's kind of won on that battle, and sometimes teams just don't have enough to have a team. So we use this chance, give some of those guys an opportunity to play, and it worked out good.
You got both Logan Tullis and Austin Grieve back into the lineup. Both have been cleared to play, and both look pretty good
they're
for
both
the first 2
coming
days.
back from some injuries, so I thought we wanted to give them some more opportunities to get back in the swing of things, and so they came out, and both of them had a nice hit, and starting that first inning out. So, but yeah, we're glad to have them back in the lineup for sure.
Got a tough opponent coming in tomorrow, the Centralia Orphans.
Yeah, we're gonna have to play pretty hard to beat them because they're a 3A school, and I think they're a 3A school anyway. But they're not too shabby, so we got to come to play tomorrow. So keep the streak going.
And then a couple of more games before the weekends. You got El Dorado on Thursday, and then you finish out the season with the continuation of the Carmi game. And Carmi's a load. El Dorado can be a load. They can hit.
Yeah. And right now, all the conference teams right now are trying to make conference games in, and you just never know who's going to show up to pitch and who's going to show up on those days. And in the back of our mind, we're still trying to make sure we get our pitching, aligned for how we want to do it next week in the regional as well.
All right,
so,
Coach, appreciate the visit. Congratulations on the W.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Coach Chris Fleener, the Mules improved to 13-8 overall, and they will take on Centralia tomorrow afternoon. And you've got some final numbers for us, Peyton.
I do. The winning pitcher of the day is Aiden Martin. Martin with 3 strikeouts. As the Mules themselves had 8 strikeouts, as well as North City with Liam Drone, the losing pitcher of the day. They only had 1 strikeout. The save will go to Caleb King today. Let's go ahead and start with the best bats for the North City Omaha infield Cardinals. Cooper Fuca went 1 for 2 on the day. Liam Drone went 1 for 2 on the day, and Reese Willis went 2 for 3 on the day for the Cardinals. For the Mules, Jake Easton went 2 for 2 on the day.
And a couple of RBIs for Easton.
Avery Gardner, same, 2 for 4, had a couple RBIs, and Logan Hodges went 1 for 2 on the day as well. In today's 5-3 victory over the North City Omaha infield Cardinals.
You said Easton had 2 RBIs. Who did you say? Logan Hodges had 2 as well?
I don't think he.
You said another name.
Yeah. Gardner, I think, had
Avery Gardner with 2 RBIs. Okay,
RBIs.
there we go. All right, so Gardner and Easton with 2 RBIs. Aiden Martin gets the win, Caleb King the save, and the Mules are now 13-8. And we'll take on the Centralia Orphans here tomorrow afternoon. We're on the air about 4:20 or so tomorrow afternoon for Mules Baseball on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. For Peyton Allen, I'm Mark Turner. Have a great rest of the evening, everyone.
Thanks for listening. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by Wayne White Electric Cooperative, the Wayne County Health Department, Walters Buildings, Wabash General Hospital, Vaughn's Tire, Sork Farms, Rush Appliance and Furniture, Raylan James Marketing, People's National Bank, Le Mans Motorsports, Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler, FNB, Fairfield Banking Company, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Andrew Diesel, Eagle Supply, DiMaggio's Pizza, CSI Insurance Brokers, Connard Financial Group, Christina Copeland Country Financial, Carter Turf and Tractor, Carter Trucking, Carnaby Square, Black's Flowers and Gifts, and Be All Technology Solutions. Mule Sports has been a sports presentation of Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.